Do you want any more kids, or are you done?
Oh yeah, I want more kids.
Like how many?
Like one, I think.
So like the person you're
I don't
dating, you see like a future with them?
I think the question you were asking me is if I wanted more kids, and I feel like I want more kids, and
Yeah.
I feel like at this point in my life, right?
Yeah.
The relationship is amazing to have, right? But that's not what I'm basing having a kid on, because
Right.
I'm very non-traditional. I feel like you can co-parent without being in a relationship. Maybe just two people say, "Hey, you want a kid? I want a kid. Let's just have a kid, and like let's just see."
Really? So you would
I'm
do
very
that?
like free spirit. I'm very open and just.
Hello, family. Welcome back to another episode of Journey to Harmony. I'm your host, Richard Harmon. Today, I want to come to you and talk to you about a story taking the internet by storm. So, Jalen Green is a NBA player. He is 22 years old, and he's, kind of on his way up in terms of NBA stardom. He's in his third season, I believe, right now in the NBA, and he's getting ready to get a monster payday here, probably in a $200 to $300 million contract. He is said to have gotten this lady, Drea Mitchell, pregnant. And she is currently 39 with a 22-year-old son who's in college, as well as a younger child currently in the house. So the internet's kind of wondering with this, is this grooming? Is this issue? Most times you'll see a man in his older age, you'll see maybe 40, and he'll end up dating like a 25-year-old young lady or something of that nature. But very rarely do you see a older woman go and date, a young man of this age group. A lot of people are saying that this is a payday that she's after and an opportunity for her to secure a long-term payment for her life for the next 18 years. And other people are saying, that it's just something that they had fun, they came together for a moment in time. This is a very interesting topic right now, and something that, that I'm very much considerate of. I had a conversation with some friends yesterday, and I asked them, I said, if someone gave you $30 million, what would you do with it? And a lot of times, that they said, they would chill, they would do this, do that. But when you think about these NBA players and you think about their lifestyle, from the time that they're 13 or 14 years old, they're surrounded by 50 people who are waiting to get paid. Everyone who can see knows for a fact this guy has real NBA level talent. He's probably going to end up making, millions of dollars. Let me stick to this person. Let me hang on to this person. And they're just around them constantly. And this is, probably something that Jalen Green has gone through from his entire life as well. Winning state championships, becoming Gatorade Players of the Year, All-Americans. He has been on the verge for 6 years, from the time he was 13 or 14 years old. Everyone could see that. And now, right now, he finds himself in a situation. With that, we got to sit down. We got to wonder, right? So if he, for some reason, twists his ankle, he tears a tendon in his kneecap. We've seen it many times, whether it's John Wall, whether it's, Derrick Rose. Your life and the thing that you've known and held on to for the past 15 or 20 years all of a sudden becomes in question. And then the person that you're dealing with as well, as you see in the opening dialogue there with Drea Mitchell, she isn't interested in an actual relationship. She's looking for a child. And with that, how many people are actually looking for just a child? Many times you're looking for the payment or the situation that comes along with that and the benefits that are associated with being in the circles of NBA players. So with that, now you see her and you're seeing that she is kind of building an opportunity for herself, building a nest egg, and that she's eventually going to lay down on. But for him, at some point, his NBA career is going to end. And, end up as he's paying $50,000, $60,000 per month in child support, that is no longer going to be something that he's able to consistently do. A lot of people will look and will call NBA players stupid. They call them dumb. And, it's for a lot of it, you look at it, it's some very much time, oftentimes, justified in certain ways, but I also feel bad a lot of times for a lot of these guys. A lot of them are coming from broken homes where they were, from the time they were 10 or 12 years old, they were the financial plan. They didn't have parents many times who were sitting down and saying, hey, how can I build my family's infrastructure in a way that provides for my children? It was kind of, hey, let's live on government assistance. Let's just get by until this guy makes it to the NBA. And now all of a sudden everyone wants to live their wild life through you. They want to see how good they can have it. You saw it with John Morant and his dad, T. Morant, on how he was kind of trying to live the NBA lifestyle and enjoy himself instead of being a father for the most part. And you see it oftentimes, a lot of times, like you say, like it's a very difficult situation that these guys face. And, that by the time they get there, they're, I'm not sure about you guys, but I remember when I first got to college and just unpacking and having the freedom for the first time of being on my own. It was such a rush. You end up crashing out as a result. You go so hard into one direction because, you're not used to having the freedom. And all of a sudden you go from being broke, no money, no opportunities, to having everything and everyone at your fingertips. Your owner is a billionaire. He's able to bring you any resource you need. Your coaches are millionaires who've been around every single thing. Financial managers, you have your agents. They all have access to the worlds that you've never known about. Now, all of a sudden you have access to all of this just after being, broke. Definitely. So my advice, again, is to those who are out there, whether it be male or female. The decisions that we make at 19, 20, 21 years old, many times can be decisions that last with us for a lifetime. Whether it's that you commit a crime and you end up being put in jail for 10 years, you have a child by someone who is beautiful to look at, but not very useful in life. And now you have to raise a child by yourself. I'm not sure if many of you are out there, but I have small children, and it is not easy, when there are two of us in the house. It is a work, and it's a process. So for those of you who are doing this alone, my hat's off to you. I have no idea how is that possible. But for you guys, if you're looking for ways on how you can better your life, if you're looking for ways on how you can live a simpler, easier space, being out and about, always looking for different times. This isn't for everyone, but for those who are looking for truth, for understanding, for an easier path, having multiple partners, throughout your mid-20s is generally not the way to go. It's not the ideal situation, and generally you end up being left with a bill, a child that you may love, but also oftentimes a situation where you get into a relationship with a person, you have a child, and then you go off and get married or something like that later on. And now all of a sudden, the person that you had interest in when you were 19 years old, they're following you around for 20 years. They're at every event. They're taking you to court. They're calling the police on you because you didn't fulfill some particular obligation. Yeah, so just stop and think about this particular issue. Stop and consider what's in the best interest of you and your long-term goals, your long-term family, and we can go from there. What are your thoughts on the situation? Please comment below. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for joining. Have a good day.